Hi, my name is Cindy. I'm from Toronto, Canada. I've been with Aspire in Shenyang for over 2 years. Very life-changing experience, I will say that. I've never stuck to anything for this long, to be honest with you. I've been doing like diet fads, paying different programs over 20 years. That makes me a little bit old, but if anyone's worried about funds or money, spending the money, you will spend more on other crap for sure. That probably won't work. That's not sustainable. Yeah, this is probably the best thing for you because it will change your whole mindset on things and fitness.
And before joining, because I know it's been years, right, that you've been trying to navigate this fitness journey, what were you mainly struggling with and what was life like for you?
Before starting with you, I was really struggling with where to start. What am I supposed to do? All the posts on Instagram, all the influencers on Instagram telling you different stuff, and it wasn't making it easy. I was so confused. But then when I started with you, I was like, okay, like this is where I start. This is amazing. And then it's grown into a lifestyle now. And it's one that I can actually share with my kids, right? So that is my ultimate goal, to feel great about myself and that my kids can start a healthier lifestyle too.
Still remember our first call because it was one that it really struck me because there's so much emotion. And I could tell, no, I loved it, right? Because you were just so vulnerable and open, and you really let me get a good insight into your life and what your fitness journey was like. You know, I've tried all these fad diets and all these different things, and I can see that my children are also recognizing that I don't have the best relation with food, and it's now beyond me. It's like, I want to make sure that they don't follow my footsteps or, you know, grow up seeing mom have this like awkward relationship with food. What is life like now in terms of how you sort of just, you know, it's a lifestyle now. How do you feel like that's impacted not just you, but also your kids?
I think we're a lot more active. You know, I take them for the walks with me when I'm trying to like be more active through the day, get my steps in. I try to make healthier choices, therefore they will make healthier choices. We talk about the food in a way that there's no good or bad, but like we have to, everything in moderation, right? So that's been very helpful because I think, you know, my kids eat what I give them because they don't know how to fend for themselves. So I want to make sure that as they're growing up, they know what to do and make good habits, I guess.
Obviously, I know that you've done your stalking, right? And you're looking around to see who you wanted to work with. And what was holding you back before, I guess, like joining this program? And, you know, there's a lot of emotions. I know there's a lot of like, this was a very sensitive, you know, journey for you. What was holding you back? And I guess what made you choose me to work with?
What was holding me back from choosing you was bad experiences from other influencers. Yeah. So I had joined 2 other programs previously to you, and they weren't one-on-one, and they were just the cookie cutter programs. So I didn't get like a holistic sort of situation. It was more, here are your exercises, do them. But now I know that it's not just exercise, right? It's actually everything, your mind, your food, and the physical, right? And then also these other cookie cutter experiences don't give you what is the ratio between exercise, food, and all the mental health stuff. Whereas you totally have given me this whole like, okay, I have to work with this and I have to work with this, or it's just going to crumble. It's not going to be sustainable. And I chose you because I really enjoyed your content. It was one-on-one. And once I saw your program, and there was no pressure, I think that was part of it. And you laid it out for me and I knew exactly where to start, and you had patience.
And what would you say life is like now? How do you feel about yourself now versus that first phone call we had together?
I'm less scared to talk about my body, about food. I am more comfortable in social situations. Again, I'd like to have a drink once in a while. And like, it doesn't freak me out if I have like maybe an extra one, but before it would be like, oh God, I'm going down a rabbit hole again. So now I have a better relationship with food, going out, and then just having a plan. Yeah.
And I know that obviously you work a stressful job. You work shifts as a nurse and you're also a mom. So it's a lot of plates to juggle. And I know there are so many people in a similar position to you who are like, I could never start my fitness journey or work myself because I already feel so overwhelmed. How have you done it all?
Well, you, of course. I've been able to get through it. You've helped me talk about how we're going to fit this in, how I can do it. Just, you've given me a way to plan it out better.
So obviously we've done our first photo shoot, right? And I know that, you know, you were always one who said, I don't take photos myself. Again, I remember our first phone call. It was like, I can't remember if you even had your camera on, but I think it took you a while to turn it on because it was just so scary for you, right?
I think it was like, I was already crying.
Yeah.
You know what? I felt like I was being interviewed even though I wasn't being interviewed, but also the whole like being on camera. I think all of our one-on-ones on camera have been like nerve-wracking to me.
Yeah.
I was like extremely awkward. And then I was like, that's not my personality. So like clearly now I'm
Things have changed.
things have changed. It still freaks me out sometimes, but that's because of my own insecurities, and obviously everyone is different, and timing wise it will take time, but like I'm a lot more confident. We were having a conversation the other day about why I don't wear a lot of shorts, but I've been wearing shorts while I'm here, which is like huge. And then wearing a bathing suit in a photo shoot. I was even surprised I came in a bathing suit. Like originally when you told me we were doing a photo shoot, I had picked out a pantsuit outfit to wear on the beach. So I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. But now that I've done it, I do feel like weight has come off, even mentally. And I did take a couple of pictures yesterday afterwards of myself on the beach. I might not show anyone yet, but like feel like I'll get up to it eventually.
Yeah, even for yourself, like, you know, we don't take photos for others. Let's take photos for ourselves, right? Like you want to be able to look back in 10, 20, 30 years time and be like, that was me in Bali in a bathing suit, right? When was the last time you wore a bathing suit?
Oh God. Without a t-shirt over it?
Yeah.
Like maybe just before I started with you, I was still wearing like the old school bathing suit with a t-shirt over it and just go into the pool like that.
If you were to tell someone who's maybe on the fence of joining, but perhaps have tried all these things in the past and it's just not worked out right, we know how that feels, or perhaps just lack time, also mums who feel maybe that prioritizing themselves is selfish, which is something that you obviously believed as well, what would you tell them now?
I would tell them to get on Instagram or message you, because Aspire has like really helped me just know where to start. Like with all the responsibility of like work, being responsible for little people, and then also maybe a partner, it looks like you don't have time, but you actually do have time. And Chen Yang and Izzy will help you organize it all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing. Look, I'm so incredibly proud of you. Even just like this last 2 days, I think you've grown so much out of your shell. Your energy is contagious, and I feel like you probably don't even recognize it yourself.
Yeah.
But like just having seen how much you've grown the last 2 years, it's been so inspiring for me. And I think just as a coach, like I'm so grateful that we had that initial conversation on Instagram and then it led to this.
Yeah.
Like I would never have imagined that I'd be able to meet this beautiful human being here today.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Aww.